This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all, play the right way, and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win." And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Derek Favors.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. And for the Thunder, we've got Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. And at this point of the year, what's the main thing you think the head coach has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
Well, again, keeping guys in great physical shape, so a balance of playing in the games and getting minutes, but also getting on the practice court, which is interesting. After coming out of the pandemic season, Kevin, a lot of teams just didn't find any practice time. And this year, if you get back to the regular season schedule, there's ample time to be on the floor. How do you manage that practice time, and how do you manage the rest for guys, active rest on those days off to be ready for the game?
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. 4 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Now, here's Dort. He's tightly guarded. Quick start here for the Clippers in this one.
And Lu Dort has made a name for himself on defense. Viewed as a superstar stopper, well, he's earned it with his play.
George with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Jackson passes to George. The 10-footer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Offensive rebound, and the dunk by Zubac.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Outside, Dort. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
One of the things that I think opponents struggle with is Luguentz Dort and his build. You rarely see a combination of a guy that might not be that tall, but has that kind of width and explosiveness athletically.
The first free throw is good. Greg, the way Dort has handled guys like LeBron and Harden, he does as well as anyone when it comes to defending them.
Yeah, I mean, he's small but strong and really hard to bump off his spot. Quick enough to stay with anyone on their drives and just turning into a great shutdown defender.
All free throws good from George.
Well, you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Jackson against Gilgeous-Alexander. Zubac a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. 16 feet away. No good on that one. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Baisley passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Giddey. The rebound by Ibaka. Clippers leading by 3. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's George. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
He might operate primarily on the perimeter, playing out of pick and roll and spotting up the threes, but PG could score on the inside.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Ibaka. Mann comes in for Ivica Zubac. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Reggie Jackson. On defense, the Clippers. There's a screen. Favors passes to Roby. Out to the wing. Now here's Melodon. Kennard covering. Clock is at 3. Here's Pokusevski. The Thunder with another miss.
And if you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
It's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Thunder trailing by 7. 1:05 left to play here in the first. Favors with a screen on Kennard. Here's Pokusevski. Now the pass to Williams. Fades back. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside for Batum. Here's the three. And it's Melodon with the rebound. The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to Utah.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead, up by 9. And we'll be back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I'm loving the ping-pong action of the ball tonight. A decent number of assists so far.
Well, we've heard, Brent, some teams say more should be done to protect players from dangerous fouls. Do you agree?
Well, I think the headshots are something that people are looking at most. It's player safety comes first. And I know a lot of people that watch basketball in the 70s and 80s when the game was much more physical, where those plays didn't result in technical fouls, see it a bit differently. But it's still about protecting the players and avoiding those kind of plays to put them in danger. And I'm for that.
We've got Lou Dort. Muscala is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Giddey in at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 11. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Zubac.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he'll attack the rim as often as you let him.
That's impressive stuff, too, for a young player to just rely on the fact that they are relentlessly going to attack any opposition defensively and try to get to the free throw line and take that kind of contact. And that's what Shai does.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Muscala kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander for the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Bledsoe outside. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. That one wide left. Thunder trailing by 11. And Muscala has it in the corner. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Muscala's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here's George. Passes it to Ibaka. Left side, George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Pulls it from 20. And it's Bazley with the rebound. Thunder have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Dort passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Dort. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Bazley. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers leading by 8. George up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Lets it go from 11. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Dort against Bledsoe. Now, here's Dort. Defense right on him. The shot, no good. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Zubac. Kicks to Jackson. Now, here's Zubac. He's got 5. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Clippers. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And, of course, Oklahoma City, right now quite a ways down below. Thunder trailing by 8. Pass to Roby. The pass to Maledon. Good on the three-point shot. Maledon's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Dishes it to Bledsoe. He takes it in. Drops it in from 11 feet. Bledsoe's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Bledsoe's such a great athlete and so dynamic out there. He's opening up the middle now.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Picked away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Favors. Here's Maledon. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 11 points. Kennard on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime show? Yes, it is. And kicking it off, let's quickly look at the Western Conference standings.
Taking a look at the Clippers. This hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them. Oh, sorry about that. They have the talent to kick it into high gear and right down the stretch.
And now for that first half we just saw, some good momentum leading into quarter 3 for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focal point for them, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
And that'll do it for halftime. we send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
Yeah, there is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. And it's Zubac in for the 5 down low.
That's a good look from Bazley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
And the lefty forward Darius Bazley, Brent, can hurt you inside and outside.
Well, he's more comfortable on the attack where he's able to put the ball down on the floor and extend and use his athletic ability. But he is gaining some confidence in that shot. And in the offseason, if you work hard enough, you can come back the next year and really show that you're more of a weapon on the outside than you were the year before.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Coming into last season, the Thunder had posted a winning record every year for more than a decade. But when they decided to rebuild, they went all in and promoted their G League coach, Mark Daigneault, to head coach. He said adversity tests the connection of the team, tests everything, and shows you who you are. Guys?
Good way to start. Thanks, D.A. Here's Bazley, and again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And just more time on the floor, the confidence from Darius Bazley continues to grow.
Now, here's George. Defense is right there. The layup off target. Here's Dort. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. George looking over the floor. And it's George again missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Giddey the pass to Dort. Tries the spin move. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dort's got 4 this quarter.
You size up the D, sometimes you take a little bit of an extra count, and Dort did it that time.
Outside, George. That doesn't go either for George.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now, here is George. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, George. Here's Ibaka. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Robinson Earl. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Bazley. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. On the wing, Jackson. They could use a bucket. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And that one falls for Jackson. And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Ibaka. Man comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Luke Kennard in for George. Both free throws good from Jackson. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Maledon passes to Favors. Here's Roby, defended by Batum. Pass to Pokusevski. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers leading by 4. Into the lane, and he banks in the layup. Kennard's got his first bucket of the night.
Good job by Kennard. He makes the read, and that's an impressive play just to get to the inside.
Pass to Favors. Outside Williams. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Mann. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass to Kennard. 5 to shoot. Over Maledon. Shots good by Kennard. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Kennard doesn't take a lot of mid-range jumpers, but he's efficient.
There's the pass to Favors. Here's Pokusevski. Inside, the kick out to Williams. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Los Angeles making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Clippers leading by 6. Passes to Mann. Takes the 3. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Gilgeous-Alexander and Dort are the guards. Muscala is out there with Favors, and it's Pokusevski in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Pass to Kennard. Outside for Bledsoe. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from Bledsoe. Thunder trailing by 6, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Pass to Pokusevski. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from the elbow. Again, the Thunder score.
Good poise there from the young Gilgeous-Alexander, not allowing himself to get rattled.
Bledsoe kicks to Batum. They set the pick to the paint. Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's not going to go for him. Dort against Kennard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Bledsoe finds Ibaka. Here's Mann. Ibaka with the screen on Favors. Mann can't hit. Thunder trailing by 6. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Baisley's checked in. George is checked in for the Clippers. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you think back to when Gilgeous-Alexander came to the Thunder, came over in that Paul George trade. He exploded after that deal.
And most of the focus on the picks the Thunder got, but Gilgeous-Alexander has been the biggest return by far. Exploded once he arrived with the Thunder.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continuing to make not just baby steps in his improvement, but massive strides. See the playmaking and the scoring coming together more and more consistently.
Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. George passes to Zubac. Zubac, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 feet away. No good from Bledsoe.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Here's Baisley, guarded by Bledsoe. Outside, Dort. And now the Clippers on the break. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from 19. Los Angeles with another miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Dort showing a little bit of touch there and gets aggressive off the dribble.
And the Clippers call time here.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
So for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Mann. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He said, "This is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it." He really is fired up about this game, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. Outside Jackson. The pass to George. From deep. Doesn't go for him. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Takes a step back. To tie it up. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Now George looking to end his cold spell, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Driving the lane, rips it home after the terrific move.
And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback, and what a finish we have in store.
It's amazing to think of what they've done here, being behind so long. Now they have a legitimate chance to win this thing.
Here's George. Passes it to Zubac. Just 2 to shoot. Here's Jackson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, George. Outside for Jackson. Zubac with the screen for Jackson. Pass to Zubac. It's George on the wing. Back to Zubac. And again, unable to change momentum here. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Goes up, flushes it down to finish the break.
give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.